Hey everybody, I'm Maureen, and today I'm going to be sharing with you everything that I made in May, plus all of my June sewing plans. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so at the beginning of the year, if you've been following along, I said I would make 52 garments this year. I started the top of May with 22 garments left to make for the year. I did 5 garments in the month of May, so that leaves me with 17 for the month of June. So let's talk about everything that I made in May. So first I started with McCalls 8389. This was a sew along that I did for a gorgeous denim skirt. I made it out of a purple twill with a zipper in the front, and it kind of had like the influence of like a denim jacket. It had the pocket flaps with like the top stitching that just goes really well with denim jacket style and whatnot. And so I'm thinking, I made this one in purple. I'm thinking maybe somewhere down the line I may want to do like maybe a white one or like a cream one or something. I actually think that would be very, very cute. The next thing I made was for my trip to Toronto, the heather blazer. And if you've been following these videos all year, you know that I have been trying to make the heather blazer since February, and I finally got to it. So I made this one out of a navy blue linen blend with like a gingham lining, and it has a really cute tag in it. And this is one of those closet staples that I was just really trying to get to, because it's something that I know I can wear all year round if I play my cards right. And so I was so excited to get this done, and it worked perfectly for Toronto in May. So the third thing I made this month, and it was supposed to go with me to Toronto, it did, it made it in my suitcase, but I never actually wore it, was Simplicity 9701. It's the bodycon Mimi G dress. I made it out of a gorgeous knit mesh fabric. I haven't even taken pictures for it yet. I definitely plan to do that this week and just show you all and whatnot, but that was something that I made back in June, and it's an easy sew as well. Like, it took me one day to do it, but I think that once we kind of got to Toronto and we let the day kind of take us where it wanted to take us, I no longer needed to wear the dress. The fourth thing I made was McCalls 8380, probably my favorite dress that I've made this year, and it is a one shoulder seersucker dress. And I told y'all that I wanted to make a one shoulder seersucker dress. I did not know that it would be out of this vintage pattern, but it all worked out. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love the tie at the top, the tie at the waist. It is just classic 1940s. I have a sew along for it here on this channel, and it is the original 1940s instructions, but the way that I walk you through it, it's gonna feel like a breeze, I promise you. So this was the last minute make for Toronto. That was McCalls 8177, and this is a button down A-line dress, and I made a few modifications for it that I talk about in some previous videos with the tie straps and making adjustments for my height and kind of making it fit more to my body than some of the examples that I saw online. I love, love, love this dress, and I love it so much that I do want to make another one, but it goes back to like that age-old question, would it be just as good as the one that I made before, you know? So it's kind of interesting sometimes, but I love McCalls 8177. I made it in one night. Honestly, it might be a tried and true pattern coming down the line, just saying. All right, so I want to get into everything that I plan to make for June and my upcoming trip to New York. So in just a few weeks, Joe and I are going to New York City, and let me tell you a little bit about New York. So this is not our first time at the rodeo at all. I'm actually born and raised in New York. We moved to Charlotte, North Carolina when I was 12, so memories of New York are indelible in my mind. I literally would go back every summer to spend at least a week or two with my family. And after college, I actually lived in New York for about a year, and I interned at a few places, and I have that experience as well. So New York is not necessarily new to me. However, whenever I go, I love new experiences, fresh ideas, and I love trying new things. And because Joe is not necessarily from New York, I'm giving him a little bit of a touristy taste of New York, and then also my side of New York. And so I'm from Queens, New York. I grew up in Kew Gardens, Forest Hills area. My grandmother lives in Jamaica, Queens. Joe has never really explored Queens outside of Shea Stadium or what used to be Shea Stadium is now called, I think, MetLife Stadium or whatever. And so this is going to be an experience for him where he's going to really see like where I grew up. He's going to see where I worked at the mall. He's going to see just a couple of different things that are really just part of my personal history. And of course, we're going to have great food. We're going to do some sightseeing. We're going to go to some festivals. And guess what? I'm making a travel vlog for it as well. So stay tuned for that. So I have a couple of outfits planned. I've already made the maple dress, which is by Tilly and the Buttons. And this is, I guess you can call it like a milkmaid style dress. It's got the ruching, or I wouldn't call it ruching, the shearing here and here and on the waistline. I didn't have time to fuss with shearing, so this is actually elastic here and elastic here that I did a zigzag stitch on. And then it's got, these are kind of like faux drawstring, since this is an elastic bust line right here. And I made it shorter than what I have typically seen as an example for this dress. But considering my frame, the short works really well. And I actually made this out of a bed sheet that I got from the Goodwill. Shh. It's cute though, right? Right. So this is one dress that I definitely plan to take with us to New York. And if you know anything about New York summers, it's hot, the days are long. So and you know, we live in Queens, or my grandparents live in Queens. And so when we go out for the day, we typically don't come home until the end of the day. So I'm really just trying to make things that are gonna be comfortable and work for me for the entire day. So let's get into what I plan to make for that trip. So, you know, I've already made the maple dress. I'm actually working on these pants for Joe. This is Simplicity 9338, and the pants are view A, and they come with 1, 2, 4, 6, 7 pockets. I'm not gonna do that many pockets. I'm gonna do the lower pocket here. I'm gonna do a side pocket, and then there is a single welt pocket on the back side. And that's what I plan to make for this view. And the fabric that I'm using is actually a striped bed sheet that I found at the Goodwill again. And this is, it's like a stripe, but the stripes are so thin and so close that you can almost miss it in a way. So I really like that, and I think that he'll enjoy this cut and this fit. I started watching the tutorial for this, and Norris mentioned, you know, it's because it's kind of a slimmer fit to fit your waist, no, not your waist, your hips on the men's side versus your waist like we normally would do. And so I took a pair of pants that I figured would fit kind of the same way that were already in his closet. I measured the hips and they were 46, and the large on this is a 46. So I've cut him a large, and we'll see how it goes. I'm also planning to make a new set of pajamas. This is McCalls 8392, and I love the tank top with the ruffle and the shorts with the ruffle, and I'm gonna make this in a white fabric. I want it to be like really light and airy. We are going to be staying at my grandmother's house, and she doesn't have central AC. She lives in a fairly older home, and so she's got like a lot of like window AC units and a lot of fans, and so I'm not sure if my leopard pajamas would make it through a hot summer night there, so we're going to do something light and airy. So I am choosing Simplicity 9597, and I want to make the dress version. And I do have planned for us to go to Brooklyn for Juneteenth, a festival for Juneteenth. So I want to use this fabric that I got from Mood a few months back and do it with this pattern. I think it'll actually be really, really nice. I also planned an excursion for us to go to the Statue of Liberty. We've already booked the tickets. So we are headed out there. The tickets were about $25 a person, and it is the Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island, and the ticket to the ferry. And so I have been to Ellis Island once as a child. I've been to the Statue of Liberty twice as a child, and Joe has never been to either. It was something that was kind of on his bucket list. So we're going to do that on this trip, and I am making McCalls 7968, and I'm going to make view B with the sleeve, and I'm going to do this red dress or this red linen that I got from Toronto. You know, something like Lady Liberty, but make it puffy sleeve and short. I don't know. So, and again, I kind of want to have like my shoulders covered, because when you are on the ferry and when you are on Liberty Island, that wind can come through and it does give you a little bit of a chill. So I wanted something that, one, would make a statement, and two, was just also really practical. So this is Simplicity 9381, and no, I am not going to make the entire suit. I'm actually just going to make these pleated shorts. So if you've been following summer trends this year, pleated shorts and pleated pants are definitely in, and so I want to make this pleated short here, and I have this fabric from Mood, and it's got this really cute like print. It's got like an eyeball and just all these little like doodles, I feel like, but it is so like just individualistic and probably like a statement or conversation piece. I feel like it's something that would make me stand out and just kind of be an expression of my style in a way. And so I feel like this could be really great street style. I plan to wear this, I'm not sure on which day, but again, the shorts and just like a basic black top, whether that's like a black halter top or a tank top, I haven't figured out yet, but I think the shorts with that would be so cute. And I also have another fabric from Mood. I'm really heavy on Mood fabrics for this trip, but whatever. So this is something that I thought was really cute online. When I got it home, I was underwhelmed, but I'm at the point now where it has actually grown on me again. And so I plan to do this dress here. This is McCalls 7946. And I want to make this right here, this maxi. And I know what you're thinking, it's very similar to this, and that is true, but I don't know. I just think it would be cute. So I want to do that, and I've seen some of the Instagram inspiration from the hashtag and whatnot. I think this is actually really cute like this, so that's what I'm going with. And I'm hoping that at the end of my trip, there's just a little bit of time in the month to kind of get some things out, especially for my birthday, and you know, just some other things that I feel that I want in my closet. So the first thing is this print fabric from Joann's. This is a polyester rayon type fabric, but at the same time, I have 2 yards of it. It's just kind of been staring at me in my closet, and so I am gonna do a repeat of McCall 7862. Instead though, I'm gonna do view B without the grommets, make it short, hoochie hem, and do this polka dot print with it. And it should be a really quick sew, so I'm just hoping that I can make it and have it in my closet for any time that I wanna wear it. This is McCall's 8358, and everybody has been making this pattern, so I'm having like serious FOMO right now, like serious FOMO. And so I really want to make this, and it's reversible. I can't wait for that. And I have this print, and it's very tropical, and so I thought about at one point making this for New York, right? And then I was like, this is so tropical and palm leaf. I'm like, what if I just make it this month and I'll hold it for my honeymoon? And that's kind of where I'm at with this. I just think it's so beautiful. Like, and I feel like I have more than enough fabric of this. It's super wide, and I've been hearing that this needs a really wide piece of fabric. And I just love all the colors in it. I think that it would be much more appreciated in a tropical climate than possibly New York. So I plan to make this month. And then the last thing that I plan to make, and this is, how can I say this? This is like a part of something else. And so I don't want you all to be like, where is she going with all of this? This is Simplicity 9450, and this is a Mimi G pattern. It's got the sweatshirt, the wrap skirt. Hear me out. I'm really interested in this wrap skirt and the fact that it is a knit. And so the wrap skirt with like a cute top, I'm thinking again, make it for my birthday and possibly hold it for my honeymoon. So that's just something I'm kind of just toying in my head. It might change, you never know with me. Okay, you guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. If you like this video, or if you want to know more about any of my patterns, fabrics, or just about my trip to New York, make sure that you comment below. And if you're not following me already, you can follow me here on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at Raven Maureen. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.